The Rural Affairs Minister's pressing ahead with controversial plans to cull badgers in West Wales, which she says will stop the spread of TB in cattle.
The original proposals were halted by a legal judgment last year. Ellen Jones says she's now altered them. If the new measures are approved, they'll be put in place over the next 3 years and then involve extending the TB testing regime to include other animals like goats and alpacas.
Well, our political editor Adrian Masters joins us now here in the studio. So, give us the detail, the fine print. What's different about these plans?
Well, delayed for one because of that legal judgment you talked about, delayed by about 8 months, 9 months or so. More specific, more area specific, and there'll be those new rules for other animals. So let's start with that one, because this new legislation that's been introduced today will introduce a new regime of testing, slaughter and compensation for other animals such as deer, goats and camelids. And of course you know that camelids involve alpacas and llamas. The Cull itself, which is in the North Pembrokeshire, Carmarthenshire, Ceredigion area, supposedly the worst hit TB area in Wales. After being stopped by the legal ruling last year, the Minister says she's listened very carefully to the judgment and other advice. This is what she said.
I've had to consider all the advice that's been given to me. That's scientific advice, veterinary advice, responses to the consultation, the legal advice and the Court of Appeal judgment. I've reflected on all of that, and I consider that it's necessary to remove badgers as well as the continued culling of diseased cattle.
Plenty of opposition to this. What are the other side saying?
Well, the main opposition is the Badger Trust, and they say that they are disappointed that the Minister has resurrected a pointless proposal. Perhaps the most prominent supporter of the Trust is the Queen guitarist, Brian May. This is his reaction.
The levels of bovine TB are actually dropping at this point, so it's quite scandalous to open up the slaughter of these wild animals at this point especially. You can kill as many badgers as you like, and there will still be bovine TB in 10 years' time in Britain. Really, the Welsh countryside is going to be covered with blood, and I don't think that's going to be good for its image, for tourism, and for the future.
Also, the animal rights group Viva has called for a boycott, a UK-wide boycott of Welsh dairy products. There could still be legal action if the Badger Trust goes to court. It's considering its position. If there is no legal action, these forces will come into place at the end of March.
Well, I know you'll keep us posted, Adrian. Thanks very much indeed for clarifying.